Look at your phone. Look at the silence on the screen. Look at the anxiety pulsing in your chest because she hasn't replied. Because the dynamic shifted and you didn't even feel it happen. You believe that if you are kind enough, available enough, and supportive enough, you will secure her loyalty. You believe that love is a transaction of goodness, that if you give your heart, she's obligated to hold it gently. But look around you. The nice guys are ignored. The pleasers are friend-zoned. The men who would do anything for her are the ones she respects the least. Why? Because nature does not respect what begs to be kept. Psychology does not reward availability. And desire is not built on safety. It is built on tension. Niccolò Machiavelli, the father of dark strategy, understood something about human nature that modern society tries to hide from you. He knew that humans are ungrateful, fickle, pretenders, and dissimulators. He knew that power is not given to the virtuous. It is taken by the strategic. You are here because you are tired of being the passenger in your own relationships. You are tired of the confusion, the mind games, and the passive-aggressive silence. You want to know why some men seem to command attention effortlessly, while you work for it like a slave. The answer is not in your looks. It is not in your money. It is in your frame. In the next 20 minutes, we are going to dismantle the lies you have been told about women, love, and connection. We are going to apply the ruthless efficiency of Machiavellian political strategy to the chaotic world of romance. I'm going to hand you 7 psychological keys. These are not pick-up lines. They are shifts in reality. They are tools that, once inserted into your mind, will make it impossible for you to be manipulated ever again. But a warning. Once you see the mechanics of control, you cannot unsee them. You will see the strings on everyone. If you are ready to stop being a fan and start being the prize, keep watching. Let's begin the autopsy of your nice guy persona. Principle 1. The economy of absence. Scarcity creates value. Let's start with the most brutal economic truth. If air were sold, you would only pay for it if you were drowning. Right now, you are free air. You are everywhere. You are abundant. You text back instantly. You are always available to hang out. You clear your schedule the moment she shows a flicker of interest. You think you are showing devotion. Psychologically, you are signaling low value. Machiavelli wrote, "Familiarity breeds contempt." He understood that the more people see of a leader, the less they fear him, and the less they revere him. The same applies to attraction. When you are constantly present, you deny her the most potent drug in the human brain, imagination. When you are not there, she has to think about you. She has to wonder what you are doing. She has to wonder who you are with. She has to wonder if you are thinking about her. In that space of uncertainty, her mind creates a version of you that is far more addictive than the reality. But you rob her of that. You suffocate her with your presence. To control the dynamic, you must master the art of calculated absence. This is not about ghosting to be toxic. It is about prioritizing your mission over her attention. When you are truly busy, building your empire, training your body, sharpening your mind, your absence is not a tactic. It is a byproduct of your value. A woman instinctively knows the difference between a man who is pretending to be busy to make her like him and a man who is actually building a life that is bigger than her. The first is a manipulator. The second is a king. You must become comfortable with the silence. When you send a message and she takes 3 hours to reply, the old you would panic. The old you would double text. The Machiavellian you places the phone down and goes back to work. You do not punish her with silence. You simply do not reward her with your anxiety. You must understand that humans are hardwired to chase what retreats. It is the hunter instinct. If you are always running towards her, you force her to run away simply to maintain the distance. Stop running. Stand still in your purpose. Turn your back and walk toward your goals. And watch how quickly she turns to follow you. Drop this in the comments if you understand. My absence is expensive. Principle 2. Emotional unpredictability. Intermittent reinforcement. The human brain loves patterns, but it gets bored by them. If a slot machine paid out every single time you pulled the lever, you would play it for 10 minutes, get your money, and leave. You would be bored. But slot machines don't do that. They pay out randomly. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you almost win. That unpredictability spikes dopamine to levels that rival cocaine. It is called intermittent reinforcement, and it is the strongest addiction mechanism known to psychology. Most men are predictable. They are predictably nice, predictably angry, or predictably insecure. She knows exactly what to say to get you to smile. She knows exactly what to do to make you apologize. You are a book she has already read. Why would she open it again? Machiavelli advised the prince to be both the lion and the fox. The lion is strong and terrifying. The fox is cunning and elusive. You must be both. You must break the pattern of your own behavior. If you are usually stoic, surprise her with a moment of intense, poetic passion. If you are usually affectionate, pull back and become cold and analytical for a day. Not out of malice, but to remind her that your affection is not a salary. It is a commission. It must be earned. When she cannot predict your reaction, she is forced to pay attention to you. She has to study you. She has to walk carefully around you. And this focus, this is the seed of obsession. Viewers often mistake this for being mean. It is not. It is about having a range of emotions that are yours, not hers. Most men are emotional mirrors. If she is happy, they are happy. If she is sad, they are sad. If she is cold, they panic. You are letting her weather dictate your climate. To control the frame, you must be your own weather system. You can be happy when she is distant. You can be calm when she is chaotic. This disrupts her control over you. When she realizes she cannot push a button and get a reaction, she starts seeking your validation instead of expecting it. She starts asking herself, what is he thinking? And the moment a woman is asking herself that question, you have won. Principle 3. The mirror of Narcissus. Validation strategy. We are all narcissists. We all care about ourselves more than anyone else. Machiavelli knew that to control people, you do not tell them what you want. You show them what they desire. And what does a woman desire more than anything? To be seen, to be understood, to be the main character in a movie. Most men try to impress a woman by talking about themselves. They brag about their jobs, their cars, their gym PRs. They think they are displaying high value. Actually, they are displaying insecurity. They are saying, please look at me. Please think I am good enough. The Machiavellian approach is the opposite. You become the mirror. You talk less. You listen more. But you listen with a predatory intensity. You ask her questions that no one else asks. You peel back the layers of her psyche. Why do you do that? What are you actually afraid of? You show the world you're tough, but I see the little girl hiding behind that armor. When you analyze her, when you speak to her shadow self, you create a bond that feels like destiny. She will think, I've never felt this connection with anyone. She feels this way because you are reflecting her own ego back at her. You are giving her the stage. But here is the trap, and this is where the control lies. You are the one holding the mirror. You can choose when to hold it up, and you can choose when to put it down. When you give someone deep, intense validation, they become addicted to it. And when you withdraw that validation, when you stop asking, when you stop looking at her with that intensity, she will do anything to get it back. She will chase the reflection of herself that she saw in your eyes. Use this carefully. Do not flatter her beauty. Every man does that. Validate her effort. Validate her darkness. Validate the parts of her she hides from the world. Make her feel exposed yet safe. That is psychological intimacy. And it is a chain stronger than steel. Principle 4. Destroy the pedestal. Valuation. There is a fatal error in your operating system. You have been programmed by Disney, by Hollywood, and by your mother to believe that women are goddesses, that they are pure, perfect beings of light who must be worshipped. This is the pedestal effect, and it is repulsive to a high-value woman. Think about it. If you treat her like a celebrity, she has no choice but to treat you like a fan. Fans do not get to sleep with a celebrity. Fans pay for the ticket. Fans wait in line. Fans are spectators. Machiavelli taught that a prince must see the world exactly as it is, not as he wishes it to be. You must see her as she is. She is human. She has flaws. She has insecurities. She has made bad decisions. She goes to the bathroom. She wakes up with bad breath. When you look at her with the eyes of worship, She feels your inferiority. She senses that you think she is out of your league. And women are hypergamous. They date up or they date across. They never date down. By putting her on a pedestal, you are voluntarily placing yourself beneath her. You're signaling, I am not your equal. To control the dynamic, you must destroy the pedestal. You must look at her with level eyes. You must be willing to disagree with her. You must be willing to call her out on her bad behavior. You must be willing to tease her, to challenge her, to make fun of her. When a beautiful woman is used to men stuttering and agreeing with everything she says, the man who says, I think you're wrong about that, is a shock to the system. It signals that you are not intimidated by her beauty. It signals that you value your own truth more than her approval. This is the essence of respect. She cannot respect a man she can walk all over. She cannot love a man she does not respect. By taking her off the pedestal, you're actually giving her the opportunity to love you. You're inviting her down to reality, where real connection happens. Stop apologizing for existing. Stop laughing at jokes that aren't funny. Stop agreeing with opinions you think are stupid. Be real. Be ruthless with your standards. If she steps out of line, check her, not with anger, but with amusement, like a child who has misbehaved. Are you always this much trouble? Change the frame from, I hope she likes me, to, is she good enough for me? Principle 5. The authority of silence. Machiavelli knew that the man who speaks the least holds the most power. In a negotiation, the person who fills the silence loses. In an argument, the person who shouts loses. In seduction, the person who over-explains loses. You talk too much. You explain yourself because you are afraid of being misunderstood. You text paragraphs because you are afraid she won't get the nuance. You seek to clarify. Stop. Your words are leaking your power. Mystery cannot exist in a biography. If you tell her your whole life story on the first date, you are a finished puzzle. You go back in the box. You must remain an incomplete puzzle. Use silence as a weapon. When she tests you, when she throws a tantrum, when she tries to provoke a reaction, give her nothing. Look at her with calm, unreadable eyes. Let the silence stretch until it becomes uncomfortable. She will rush to fill that silence. She will start explaining herself. She will start seeking your approval. Silence projects confidence. It implies that you are comfortable in your own skin. It implies that you are evaluating her. It triggers her anxiety loop. Why isn't he reacting? What is he thinking? Remember, you are the prince. The prince does not justify his decrees. He states them, or better yet, he acts. Never say, I'm a high-value man. Never say, I won't tolerate disrespect. Just punish the disrespect with absence. Just demonstrate the value with action. Words are for the weak. Silence is for the sovereign. Master the pause. Before you answer a question, wait 3 seconds. Look at her, breathe, then speak. That tiny gap destroys her autopilot. It shows deliberate control. It makes your words weigh 1,000 pounds. Principle 6. The willingness to walk away. Total independence. We have arrived at the nuclear weapon of dark psychology. The ultimate power move. The one thing that cannot be faked. The absolute willingness to walk away and never look back. Machiavelli wrote that a prince should not rely on the goodwill of others, but only on his own strength. If you need her, she owns you. If you prefer her, but can live without her, you own the world. Most men stay in bad situations because they are afraid of the void. They are afraid of being alone. They tolerate disrespect. They tolerate mediocrity. They tolerate manipulation. Because they are negotiating from a position of weakness. The moment you internalize, truly internalize, that you are the prize, everything changes. The moment you realize that there are billions of women, but only one you, the fear evaporates. This is not about bluffing. Women have a sixth sense for bluffs. They know when you are pretending to be ready to leave. You must actually cultivate a life so rich, so driven by purpose, so full of options, that losing her would be an inconvenience, not a tragedy. When she knows that you will open the door for her to leave the moment she disrespects your boundaries, she will not walk out. She will close the door and stay, because safety is found in the container of a strong man's boundaries. If your walls are made of paper, she feels unsafe. If your walls are made of stone, if your no means no, she can relax into her feminine energy. She wants to be led, but she can only be led by a man who knows where he is going, with or without her. This is the paradox of love. You only keep what you are willing to lose. Cling to sand, and it slips through your fingers. Open your hand, and it sits there. Build your kingdom. If she wants to be the queen, she must abide by the laws of the kingdom. If not, the gate is open. That energy is intoxicating. That is the energy of a man who cannot be controlled. And therefore, he is the man every woman wants to control. And failing that, the man every woman wants to submit to. Let's zoom out. We titled this video, Machiavelli's Hacks to Control Any Woman. And you watched it because you wanted power over her. But have you noticed the pattern in every single one of these laws? Calculated absence, emotional unpredictability, destroying the pedestal, silence, walking away. None of these are about controlling her. They are about controlling you. That is the ultimate twist of dark psychology. You cannot control another human being. You can only manipulate variables, but you can control yourself with absolute tyranny. The reason you have failed in the past is because you were a slave to your own impulses, a slave to your lust, a slave to your need for validation, a slave to your fear of loneliness. When you conquer those slaves within you, when you become a man who does not need, when you become a man who is the source of his own validation, you become a black hole of gravity. She doesn't submit to your force. She submits to your order. She doesn't submit to your anger. She submits to your peace. Control is not gripping the neck. Control is stilling the mind. When you are the most grounded element in the room, everything else revolves around you. That is physics. That is nature. So do not go out there and try to play tricks on women. Go out there and ruthlessly govern your own mind. Kill the nice guy. He is weak and he is a liar. Birth the prince. He is strong and he is honest. The world is waiting for you to take your throne. But the throne is inside you. If you are ready to stop begging and start ruling, type this in the comments. I choose power. And remember, the next video will take you even deeper into the shadows of the human mind. You have learned how to stand. Next, we teach you how to move. Don't miss it. Subscribe.